Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Now friends, recently your SBI clerk main exam was held. We have collected some stats over it, and let me show you why I say that AffairsCloud is one of the best top solution for current affairs. For the first shift and second shift, there were 46 and 43 questions collected respectively for 25th of Feb. Here we will be seeing that 41 questions and 38 questions respectively were covered by us in our course that we provide you. 27 and 23 questions respectively were covered in the applications quiz that I ask you to do on daily basis in your mobile application. Then 22 and 19 questions were from the pocket PDF that is provided to you in our course, and 17 and 17 questions respectively were from the monthly exam PDF that we do, and also from the video of monthly and weekly that we are doing on YouTube channel. So that is the reason I say that we are the one-stop solution for general awareness and current affairs that helps you in your preparation. For the in-depth questions that are deeply asked, 19 questions and 24 questions were respectively covered for in-depth questions, and number of in-depth covers were 15 and 21 respectively. Then the total covered in our applications were 9 and 10. So that is the reason I asked you that you should definitely take our course, because they will be very beneficial in your preparation. On daily basis, we provide you daily scoop PDF, daily current affair quiz, daily current affair and question answers quiz, right? Apart from this PDF, we also teach you on YouTube channel that is very beneficial in your learning for revision perspective also. Similarly, for weekly, top 60 quiz, CA content in PDF, and weekly overall question and answer PDF is also provided to you. And similarly for monthly also, top 100 question and answer PDF is provided to you in our mobile application. Monthly current affairs pocket PDF, monthly current affairs study PDF, exam PDF, and various banking and economy related questions PDF is also provided on monthly basis on our application. And for that you have to look at our course that we just mentioned. If we look at some of the month-wise stats, like on monthly basis, what are the questions that were asked, and we have covered those questions. So the total number of questions were 38 and 35 respectively for 25th of Feb for shift 1 and shift 2. And here we can see that for Feb month of 24, 2 questions and 4 questions were asked. From the Jan month, 16 and 18 questions respectively were asked. From December, 5 and 2 questions were asked. And for September to November, we saw that 8 and 5 questions were asked respectively. And from Jan to August 2023, that is for the last year, we saw 7 and 6 questions were covered. And let me tell you friends, all these questions were covered by us either on our mobile application or on our YouTube channel, where we provide you a detailed analysis of all the questions, all the content that is happening all around the world. Not just this, if we focus on static banking and GK stats, the total question asked were 8 and 8 respectively for first and second shift. Static banking question asked were 5 and 7. Static banking question answers that were covered by us were 5 and 6 respectively. Just a question short for the second shift, but we'll make sure to cover that in next time. Static GK question asked were 3 and 1 respectively, and static GK questions for the first shift were covered all, but for the second shift a question was left, but I make sure to cover that question also the next time, and so that there is nothing left when you are attempting your exam. I make sure that all my students who study and who watch my videos, who are taking these courses, who are studying from these PDFs, should not leave a stone unturned, and they should attempt all the questions that are being asked in your exam. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic science and technology for the Feb month. Session will be quite interesting and important, so do take a note of all the questions that we will be discussing, right? They will be really important for your revision. Let's start. First is in Jan, Dr. Neeraj Mittal, the chairman of Digital Communication Commission and secretary of the Department of Telecommunications, launched this Bharat 5G portal, that is an integrated portal during the Bharat Telecom 2024, which council center organization organized the event in collaboration with DOT. So this Bharat 5G portal, an integrated portal, this was an event, right, that was launched during Bharat Telecom 2023. Question asked here is, which council center organization organized the event in partnership or in collaboration with DOT? It is Telecom Equipment and Service Export Promotion Council, right? Take a note of this. And this was Bharat 5G portal and integrated portal event, correct? Next is in Feb, US Department of States approved how much amount of sale of 31 MQ-9B armed drones and other related equipments to India. So US Department of States has approved $3.99 billion $3.99 billion sale of 31 MQ-9B armed drones and other related equipments to India. The Defense Secretary Cooperation Agency of the US issued a required certifications, and this MQ-9B, these are the armed drones, and 31 such MQ-9B armed drones will be provided to in India, along with some other equipments worth $3.99 billion. Right? Next, and remember, these drones, MQ-9B armed drones, they will be available in two variants. One is your Sky Guardian and second is your Sea Guardian, right? These are the two variants of it. Next, which country's Geelong 3 rocket recently launched 9 satellites into sun synchronous orbit? It is China. China has recently, using their rocket Geelong 3, has launched 9 satellites into sun synchronous orbit. Next, name the first 25T bollard pull tug that was delivered to the Indian Navy at Naval Ship Repair Yard in Kochi, Kerala in Feb 2024. So, what is the name of that 25T bollard pull tug that was delivered to Indian Navy at the Naval Ship Repair Yard? It is Yard 305 Mahabali. Yard 305 Mahabali. Correct? And the contract for the construction and delivery of 3 25T bollard pull tugs was with Shaft MS Shaft Shipyard Private Limited, that is in Thane, Maharashtra. Correct. Next. Next is in Feb, the Indian Navy commissioned the Indian naval ship Dash, the first four survey vessel large ship in Vishakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. So Indian Navy commissioned the Indian naval ship Dash. What is the name of that Indian naval ship? It is INS Sandhyak. So Indian Navy commissioned INS Sandhyak, the first of four survey vessel large ships in Vishakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. The contract for building four survey vessel large ships was signed between Ministry of Defence and GRSE, that is your Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. Next, which IIT has recently partnered with Munitions India Limited to develop India's first 155 smart ammunition? It is IIT Madras. I repeat, IIT Madras recently partnered with Munitions India Limited to develop India's first 155 smart ammunition. Correct? Next, name the potentially habitable planet Super Earth that has been recently identified by NASA's transiting exoplanet survey satellite, that is TESS. So what is the name of that potentially habitable planet, that is Super Earth, that was recently identified by NASA's TESS? The name of it is TOI 715b. Option 2 is absolutely right here. Next, which university has recently partnered with ISRO for second phase of NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar, that is NISAR's research program? So what is NISAR? NISAR is your NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar, right? So question asked here is that which university has recently partnered with ISRO for the second phase of NASA ISRO synthetic aperture research program? It is which organization? Organization here is Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies, right? And this is also known as KUFOS, Kerala Universities of Fisheries and Ocean Studies. Next, which organization or defense sector has recently conducted 4 flight trials of high-speed expendable aerial target heat abhyas in Chandipur, Odisha? Which is it? It is DRDO. DRDO conducted the 4 flight trials of heat abhyas in Chandipur, Odisha. Correct? And these trials took between 30th of Jan to 2nd of Feb. Next, which state's disaster management authority has recently launched the novel initiative technology intervention for safety of human lives, that is Nitish device, to provide an earlier alert of natural calamities? It is Bihar, right? Bihar state's disaster management authority recently launched Nitish. Remember the name of this device? Nitish. What is Nitish? Novel Initiative Technology Intervention for Safety of Human Lives. And this is to basically give alert for the natural calamities in the state of Bihar. Next, name the satellite that was recently launched by NASA's onboard SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket to study the Earth's ocean, air and climate. It is PACE. Right? PACE is the name of the satellite. It was launched by NASA using Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX, and it is to study the Earth's ocean, air and climate. Next, which company has recently signed an MOU with the Embraer Defense and Security for the medium transport aircraft procurement project of the Indian Air Force in New Delhi? So what is the name of that company? It is Mahindra Defense Systems Limited. Right? They have recently signed an MOU. This MOU was with Embraer Defense and Security for the MTA, that is Medium Transport Aircraft Procurement Project of the Indian Air Force, and it was in New Delhi. Correct? And if we are talking about this MTA procurement, right? MTA, Medium Transport Aircraft. What is that aircraft? It is C-390 Millennium aircraft, and it is one of the most advanced military aircraft. Correct? And this can carry payloads of up to 26 tons. It has a speed of almost 470 knots, right? Moving on, which IIT has recently signed an agreement with Center for the Development of Telematics to develop a 140 gigahertz fully integrated transmitter and receiver module for sixth generation of the internet. It is IIT Roorkee. I repeat, IIT has recently signed an agreement with CDOT, that is Center for the Development of Telematics, to develop a 140 gigahertz fully integrated transmitter and receiver module for the sixth generation of the internet. Next, in Feb, JAXA, that is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, successfully launched the second H3 launch vehicle from the Kyushu, Japan. Right? Question asked here is that which company along with JAXA has developed this H3 TF2? So JAXA, they launched this launch vehicle H3 TF2 from Japan. Question asked is which company developed this satellite? This was developed by whom? What is the name of that company? It is Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Limited. Right? Next is in Feb, ISRO successfully launched GSLV F14 INS Inset 3DS. See, GSLV F14. This is the name of the rocket. Then Inset 3DS. This is the name of the satellite that was launched, and this is the name of the rocket using which the satellite was launched. Correct? Question asked here is that this was carrying the DASH satellite. What is this Inset 3DS satellite all about? So this is a meteorological satellite that was launched using GSLV F14 rocket. It was launched from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and it was launched by ISRO. Next, SpaceX, they have launched the Odysseus Nova C, the robotic lunar lander of Dash company, on board the Falcon 9 rocket from Florida, USA. So SpaceX, they launched this Odysseus Nova C. This is a robotic lunar lander of Intuitive Machines, right? And this was launched using the Falcon 9 rocket from Florida, USA. Next, which space agency's DC-8 aircraft has recently conducted the test flight as a part of airborne and satellite investigation of Asian air quality or Asia EQ mission? It is of NASA, right? NASA's DC-8. NASA's DC-8. This is the name of the aircraft, right? This DC-8 aircraft recently conducted the test flight of the air quality above the Asian region, right? Above the Asian region. What is the quality of air? This was tested by this DC-8 aircraft, and this DC-8 aircraft, or this mission to test the quality above the, or test the quality of air in Asian region, was done by NASA. Next, which company has recently launched Indus App Store? This Indus App Store was launched basically in India. This is a made in India Android based mobile application. This was launched in order to tackle the monopoly of Google's Play Store. Question asked here is that this Indus App Store was launched by which organization? So it is PhonePe that has launched this Indus App Store. And as I just mentioned, this was launched in order to tackle with the monopoly of the Google's Play Store. Next, which company has recently launched the Kalpana Fellowship, that is the India's first of its kind fellowship program dedicated to women engineers in the space sector? It is which organization? It is Skyroot Aerospace Private Limited, right? They have launched this Kalpana Fellowship, right? This is the first of its kind fellowship program that is dedicated to women engineers in the space sector. That is Skyroot Aerospace Private Limited. Next is name the company that has recently launched Pratham, world's first user-friendly video analytics platform. So this Pratham, that is the world's first user-friendly video analytics platform. This can be used to do analysis of the sports video, right, of the crowd, right, in cities, that how crowd is working, then sports journalism about sports video, sports analysis, then games analysis, and so on. So question asked here is that which company has launched this Pratham? This was launched by Assert Secure Tech Private Limited. Next, Next is SpaceX launched an Dash country satellite Mera Puti 2. Mera Puti 2. This is the name of the satellite. It was launched using Falcon 9 rocket from Florida, USA. Question asked here is that this satellite is of which country? It is an Indonesian satellite that was launched using SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Next, in which state India's third aircraft museum features the Indian Navy's decommissioned Tu-142M aircraft was inaugurated? So this is India's third aircraft museum, right? And here Tu-142M, this is a Indian Navy's decommissioned aircraft that was showcased. Question asked here is where is this third aircraft museum of India? It is in Andhra Pradesh. Right option is option 2. Next, in Feb, Indian Army inducted a 46-meter modular bridge military load classification 70, that is ML70. Which organization and company designed and developed this bridge? This was developed by DRDO. So friends, these are your important current affairs. Now let's move to some revision part that will be very beneficial for your learning. In which state the Hump World War II Museum was inaugurated in November? So the Hump World War II Museum was inaugurated in November. Where? This was inaugurated in Arunachal Pradesh. Right? In Arunachal Pradesh. Pema Khandu, the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, recently inaugurated this Hump World War II Museum in Arunachal Pradesh, and this is a second of its kind museum that is dedicated to the fallen airmen of the Allied forces who participated in the Hump airlift during the World War II. Right? Next. In December, high-level Central Committee headed by Union Minister of Home Affairs Amit Shah approved the recovery and reconstruction plan of rupees 1,658 crore rupees for dash city or district. So, Amit Shah recently approved the recovery and reconstruction plan of 1,658 crore rupees for the Joshimath, Uttarakhand. For Joshimath, Uttarakhand. Right? Take a note of this. As we know, in Joshimath, there were multiple landslides during the rainy season and multiple buildings were demolished during that time. So, for the same, a recovery and reconstruction plan worth 1,658 crore rupees was launched by Amit Shah for the reconstruction of Joshimath, Uttarakhand. Next. In December, Dash is set to become the first airport in India to introduce the computer tomography X-ray machine for effortless screening experience. It is Kempegowda International Airport. Right, Kempegowda International Airport is set to become the first airport in India to introduce the computer tomography X-ray machine for effortless screening experience. Next. According to the Quarter 3 2023 Mercom India Rooftop Solar Report released by Mercom India Research in December, the rooftop solar installations in India registered a 34.7% year-on-year jump to dash megawatt in the third quarter of 2023. So, I repeat, according to the Mercom India Solar Rooftop released by Mercom India Research, the solar rooftop installations in India registered a 34.7% year-on-year jump to how much? To 33 or to how much megawatt? It is 431 megawatt in the third quarter of 2023. Right? So, we generated a 431 megawatt in the third quarter of 2023, that is from July to September. Right? And with this increase in this much megawatt, India has a cumulative rooftop solar capacity of 10.1 gigawatt by the end of September 2023. Then in this, remember, is in the solar rooftops, Gujarat is the state that has secured the top position and it is the best performing states in terms of rooftop solar installations. Also, Gujarat is also known as the petro capital of India. Next, in which Indian city the world's first portable hospital, the Arogya Maitri 8 Cube, was unveiled in November 2023? It is Gurugram, Haryana. Right, in Gurugram, Haryana, world's first portable hospital, that is the Arogya Maitri 8 Cube, was unveiled in November 2023. It was designed under the project Bhishma. What is Bhishma? Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog Hita and Maitri. Next, Dash became the first state in the country to get the highest number of GI tags, that is 18 in a single day. It is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand became the first state in the country to get the highest GI tags, that is 18 in a single day. Who is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand? Pushkar Singh Dhami. And now Uttarakhand, they have a total of 27 GI tags. Next, name the ministry that has recently collaborated with Indian Army to infuse cutting-edge technology and digital infrastructure into the core of Indian Army's operational framework. So which is that ministry? It is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, that is MEITY. Correct? They collaborated to infuse cutting-edge technology and digital infrastructure into the core of the Indian Army's operational framework. The collaboration is rooted in a whole of the nation approach, and the partnership aims to establish fifth generation, that is 5G labs to plan and design the telecom sector in India. Correct? Next, the government of India has approved the first urban flood mitigation project of dash crore rupees for the integrated urban flood management activities for Chennai Basin project. So government of India approved the first urban mitigation project worth 561.29 crore rupees, and this is for the integrated urban flood management activities for Chennai Basin project. Next is which ministry has organized first Indian Art, Architecture and Design Biennial 2023 from 9th to 15th of December at Red Fort in New Delhi? It is Ministry of Culture. Right? The event brings together various artists and designers and architects from all over India to showcase their innovation in the art, design and architecture. And this was held where? At Red Fort, that is in New Delhi. And this is the first Indian Art, Architecture and Design Biennial. It was inaugurated by whom? It was inaugurated by Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. Next, the Dash edition of the Hornbill Festival was concluded recently in Nagaland. So this was the 24th edition of the Hornbill Festival that was recently held in Nagaland. Correct? And this festival is annually organized by the government of Nagaland. Also, this Hornbill Festival is referred to as the Festival of Festivals. Right? Next, India's first bullet train terminal was built at the Sabarmati Multi-Modal Transport Hub in Dash. So, India's first bullet train terminal was built at Sabarmati Multi-Modal Transport Hub, that is in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. That is where? That is in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Correct? Also remember, Lucknow will now be the first AI city of India. First AI city of India. Next, as per the report Women's Empowerment and Ladli Behna December 2023 released by the State Bank of India's ERD, that is Economic Research Department, in December 2023, women voters in India will surpass male voters from the Dash general election onwards. So as a report released by SBI ERD, that is Economic Research Department, they released a report that stated that the women voters in India will surpass the male voters in India in the general elections of 2029. In 2029, the total voter turnout is expected to be around 73 crore, out of which the women voters will be 37 crores and the men voters will be close to 36 crore. Right? The higher number for the women voters. Next, according to IEA, International Energy Agency report titled Coal 2023 Analysis and Forecast to 2026 released in December 2023, Indian coal demand is expected to rise by dash annually to 1,397 million tons till 2026. So, question asked here is that it is expected to rise by how much percent annually to 1,397 million tons till 2026. So annually it is expected to rise 3.5% year on year. Correct? This data was released by International Energy Agency. Correct? And the Indian coal demand is expected to rise by 3.5% annually till 2026. Globally, if we talk about, this is the rise in the coal demand of India. If we are talking about globally, it is the global coal demand will rise by 1.4% in 2023. Next, Which company has recently signed a 5,336 crore rupees contract with Ministry of Defense to procure electronic fuses for the Indian Army? It is BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited, right? They will be, or they have recently signed a contract with Ministry of Defense. This contract is worth 5,336.25 crore rupees, and it is for the development or procurement of the electronic fuses for the Indian Army. These electronic fuses will be manufactured by Bharat Electronics Limited at their facility in Pune, Maharashtra, and as well as a plant that will be set up in Nagpur in Maharashtra. Next, which company recently collaborated with the Department of Ports, Ministry of Communication to launch customized stamp and special covers? Which is that? It is Rio Tinto. Rio Tinto is the name of the company. This is a British Australian multinational metals and mining company, and they have launched a customized My Stamp called My Stamp and a special cover called Rio Tinto 150 in collaboration with the Department of Ports, Ministry of Communication under the Government of India, and the stamp commemorates the 150th anniversary of the Rio Tinto, which was founded in 1873. Next, Union Minister of Earth Science Kiran Rijiju launched the first Indian winter expedition to Arctic to expand India's scientific activities to other critical and core Arctic realms. First of all, remember this is important. This is the first Indian winter expedition to Arctic really launched by Kiran Rijiju, right? Now the question asked is, the expedition is facilitated under the DASH scheme of the Ministry of Earth Science through the aegis of National Center for Polar and Ocean Research of Goa. So this is the expedition launched under which scheme? It was launched under Polar Science and Cryosphere Research. Correct? Under this scheme of the Ministry of Earth Science, this first Indian winter expedition to Arctic was launched. Next, as per the periodic labor force survey by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in December, the unemployment rate for the graduates aged 15 and above declined to dash in July 2023. So as per the periodic labor force survey by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in December, the unemployment rate for the graduates aged 15 and above declined to 13.4% in July 2020 to June 2023. Between this period, it declined. The highest unemployment was in Andaman and Nicobar Island, that was at 33%, followed by Ladakh at 26.5%, then at Andhra Pradesh 24%. Right? And if we talk about among the largest states, the highest unemployment was in the Rajasthan state, that was close to 23.1%. Next, in December, Union Minister of Mines Prahlad Joshi launched National Geoscience Data Portal and Roadshow on the critical minerals in New Delhi. So remember, question indirectly, NGDR full form is being asked to you. So this is National Geoscience Data Repository. R stands for repository. This is a portal, and a roadshow on critical minerals was launched in New Delhi. Correct? This NGDR, this is a flagship initiative of the Ministry of Mines, created as a part of National Mineral Expedition Policy 2016, right? And the initiative aims to increase the investment attractiveness to the mining sector in India. Which organization was granted Mini Ratna Category 1 status by Ministry of Power? It is Grid India. What does Grid India stands for? Grid Controller of India Limited, right? They have been designated as the Mini Ratna Category 1 CPSE by the Ministry of Power, right? And remember, Grid India, this was earlier known as, formerly known as POSCO also. POSCO, that is, sorry, POSOCO. POSOCO, correct? That is Power System Operation Corporation India Limited. This Grid India, this was established in 2009, and it looks over the overseas operations of Indian power system. Which ministry issued guidelines to set up green hydrogen hubs in India? It is MNRE, that is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. They have notified the scheme, or they have notified the guidelines for establishing a green hydrogen hub in national green under the national green hydrogen mission. And as we know that green hydrogen, this is a cleaner fuel, and on burning it releases H2O in the form of vapors, right? Then the scheme will offer support to develop core infrastructure at hydrogen hubs for the common services, and 200 crore rupees has been allocated for financial year 56 for the same, right? And remember, here the funding will be done in various stages, and 200 crore rupees we just saw will be projected here, will be given to set up the infrastructure for green hydrogen hubs in India. Correct? Next, if we talk about National Green Hydrogen Mission, this National Green Hydrogen Mission was launched in 2023 in the month of January in order to promote the production of green hydrogen in India. CAG, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, they have signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with which IIT on artificial intelligence. So CAG, they recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding with IIT Delhi. Right, this MOU was with IIT Delhi, and it was on artificial intelligence. It was to promote artificial intelligence. And recently we have seen Devin is an AI software developer, correct? That means this software can use AI or uses AI to make software from scratch just using the prompt. All the debugging and all the error control, all the documentation, all the writing of code will be done by Devin itself. And remember, this Devin is made by Cognition Labs, right? Cognition Labs made this software Devin. Science and technology. India tested indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of MBT at BEML Mysore. What is MBT? MBT is your main battle tank. MBT is your main battle tank. So India recently tested the indigenously made 1500 horsepower engine of a main battle tank. It was tested at BEML Limited, right? And this BEML, this the headquarter of this BEML is in Mysore. Where is Mysore? Karnataka. Then this 1500 engine or 1500 horsepower engine, this is a symbol of revolution in military's propulsion technology, right? And apart from this, remember, with this the engine will also enhance the power of Arjun Mark 1A tanks. Then this engine of this main battle tank, it has a capacity, or we can say this is a cutting edge technology that can even operate in extreme weather such as at minus 40 degrees Celsius or at 55 degrees Celsius in deserts. Which bank partnered with Ease My Trip to launch co-branded travel credit card? So it is Punjab National Bank and Ease My Trip, right? These are the two organization bank, correct? So they have partnered together to launch a co-branded travel credit card that will be named as PNB EMT credit card, correct? This is a co-branded travel credit card that will be very beneficial for travel, correct? And this card is available for an annual membership fee of 2000 rupees and can be globally accessed across 100 countries. If we talk about PNB, Atul Kumar Goyal is the chairman, is the managing director and CEO. Headquarter is in New Delhi. 1894 this was established. If we talk about Ease My Trip, Nishant Pitti is the co-founder and CEO, and it was founded in 2008 and headquarters is in New Delhi. Next is SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited. They collaborated with which company to launch a Titan SBI card? So SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited, they collaborated with Titan Corporation Limited or Titan Company Limited to introduce a co-branded card, that is Titan SBI card. Titan SBI card, right? And RBI, apart from this, remember, make sure this is important, right? So this is SBI Cards and Payment, not RBI, this is SBI Cards and Payment Service Limited that has collaborated with Titan Company Limited to launch this, correct? Next, how much monetary penalty was imposed on DCB Bank for rule violation? So recently RBI has imposed monetary penalty on two banks, that is TMB, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, and your DCB Bank. On DCB Bank, the monetary penalty was 63 lakh 60,000 rupees, and on TMB, that is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, the penalty was 1 crore 31 lakh 80,000 rupees. Correct? So both of the penalty remember. Next is, which country signed $23.27 million LOC agreement with Exim Bank for aircraft procurement? It is Guyana. Right? Guyana, they have signed $23.27 million line of credit LOC. Correct? And it was with whom? It was with Exim Bank, that is Export and Import Bank of India, and it is for the procurement of aircraft. Which aircraft? That aircraft will be two Dornier aircraft. Dornier aircraft, right? These are the surveillance aircrafts. Correct? Take a note of this. Important. And these Dornier aircrafts, they will be developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.